Man, these nurses are fucking tough.
Yeah, the second run nurses. And I believe there are doctors, and we have the sort of unfortunate gender binary going there where the doctors are male and the nurses are female. But
well, it was the 90s.
I believe we had learned that women can be doctors by then.
It's iffy.
Pretty sure. And men can be nurses. But the doctors have guns.
A ring of what?
Command.
Oh, alright.
That goes to another puzzle that's super frustrating. Because I don't know how you would figure it out.
They're all super frustrating.
Yeah. I keep saying that, but I actually played and finished the game before internet clue websites, so I guess I must have.
Remember back in the day when you could like call a 900 number to get the answers?
Yes. Yep. Oh, I think there are two colors of nurse. The green shrug ones are tougher than the blue shrug ones. Like in real life.
Yes.
The toughest of all are the ones in juvenile scrubs. Like balloons or teddy bears or something, because they're in pediatrics. Yeah, in games you run into walls a lot more often than in real life, I find.
I don't know. I got some balance issues.
Oh no, another identical hallway. Shit.
Mother of Tears?
Yes.
That one had Ossia Argento.
It did. And some bullshit Latin.
I am.
You'd think an Italian director would have access to less bullshit Latin. Although I don't understand the ancient languages of the people who lived here before, too, either, so...
Yeah.
Which would be the Utes, I think. We're still around. I'm using past tense. It doesn't mean they're gone. They're just not living in my apartment. I've talked to people who think that American Indians don't exist anymore, that they're all past. Why are people worried about the Redskins? I mean, it's not like there are any Native Americans around to be mad about it. Are you screwing with me? Look right there. That's a Native American yelling about it. Right there. His name is John. I'll introduce you. John says, "Thanks for introducing me to that douchebag."
You just keep going on your own little story that you're going with there.
That's what I do.
I'm trying to figure out what is that. It looks like a sewing machine from back here, Harry Mason.
It's an altar of some sort. Oh, it's another puzzle.
Of course it's another puzzle. Shoot it.
Wait. So he took a picture with the camera, and the flash revealed these symbols. Now, what do you think he's going to do with those symbols?
Turn them around and make a letter out of them?
Not exactly.
Like...
He's got to draw them. Yeah. And it's only approximate. When Silent Hill 3 came out, I was excited that there was a separate difficulty level for action and for puzzles. Alright, so I put action to easy, because...
I see, yeah.
And I put puzzles to high, because I do kind of enjoy solving puzzles. I used to more than I do now. And It turns out the puzzles on high are literally unsolvable. The best you can do is trial and error it, and the clues will narrow it down a little bit. But there is no way to look at the information you've got and find the clue out of it. This one, I think, is stretching it. But, oh my god, the Silent Hill 3 puzzles were terrible. If they would put the same amount of effort into writing the puzzles as they did writing everything else, that would be nice. Please and thank you. Which is not to say I think I could write puzzles better necessarily. It's not something I've put my hand to. But I know it's annoying, and I think that must be a useful thing to know in creating a puzzle.
Yeah, I would not be good at puzzle writing, that's for sure, because I hate them, so...
I like crossword puzzles a lot, and I do sometimes take a moment and look at what the process must be like. This room is a trap, because there are 3 nurses and nothing in it.
Huh? I think he just likes killing things, our player here.
Well, he wouldn't be the first video game player with that, Oh, I'm wrong. Wait, no, this is a room he's been in before, even. So they spawned after he completed the, what that room was for. This key opens this, and this gives you access to this key, and this key opens this, which gives you access to this key, and that key opens this, and that...
Yeah, somebody went around just... Like, you have to assume somebody put a key here, then locked it, and then went back and, stashed the key another place, and yada, 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 yada. Oh, my God. I think that's what I don't like the most about puzzles, is just that it's like the logic just doesn't make any sense,
Right.
Like, there's a difference between learning more and using what you found to do something or whatever, and just, like, finding a puzzle, and,
Mm-hmm. Oh, contract, not control. So if you don't fix the chain, then that thing gets out and kills you with no defense.
Huh.
It's a bunch of tentacles, if I remember right. Fun way to die, because there's no way to know. Ahead of time, there's no way to know. Yeah, unless you've got an antagonist who's literally setting puzzles for you, puzzling doesn't make much sense in a game that's trying to have heavy immersion.
Yeah. Like, Seventh Guest, I think, works, and, hell yeah, let's open them. Man, jelly beans sound good. I want some jelly beans.
But are there jelly beans in it? Well,
God,
yes.
Harry, are you the dumbest person ever?
Also the Key of Bathor.
How do I... But we got some jelly beans, right? Like, I saw some colors fly out of there. Let's pop some jelly beans, Harry. Let me live vicariously through you.
If you're going to use medical products you find here, you might as well eat the jelly beans.
True. I mean, I trust the sewer pills, but jelly beans? I don't know.
Videotape.
And we can watch the weather and get $70.
What is it? Still has an unusually high heat.
It's Lisa.
Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Her skin is all charred. Even when I change the bandages, the blood and pus just start oozing through. Why? What is keeping that child alive? I can't stand it any longer.
I thought this was someone off camera talking about Lisa.
Promise.
So that was Lisa taking care of the charred Alessa.
Yeah. Man, that Lisa seemed like she had a rough time of it. Too bad I let her die. Anyway.
Yeah. This is,
Ann Coulter's room.
probably. I was gonna say it's, what is it, Mouth of Darkness? But it's not all crosses.
The Mouth of Madness?
Mouth of Madness, yes.
Another movie that I remember liking, yet I don't remember a damn thing about. I think I remember him, like, running through a tunnel at some point.
Yes. It's a nicely Lovecraftian meta kind of thing. Some of
Yeah.
the effects are silly, but some of them were practical effects. There's a scene where he opens the door and goes into a room, comes back out of the room, closes the door, opens the door again, and it's a different room.
Yeah.
It was done as a practical effect. They redressed the set for the brief moment the door was shut. It's very clever. Stop trying to shoot Squeak. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Just for a mindfuck, there's some Squeaks that'll actually attack you now.
No.
You get used to them, and now they're on your crotch.
You know, stop trying to second guess the game, Scix. How about that?
Yeah.
But it's got some twine around it, so I can never get that.
I believe it's electrified.
What do we have to, like, find a mitten to get it out of there with?
I think we flip a breaker. As opposed to flipping a out, I guess. I have no real confidence in my jokes. Heal. Thank you.
Thyself, physician.
Yes.
Alright, well, that was fun. I wonder how Lisa's doing. Oh, right.
She's all covered in blood and locked in the room. If she's alive. Or, quote, alive. End quote. If I don't say end quote, everything I say for the rest of my life is part of that statement.
Yeah, true. Artatron?
Something like that.
Everything is going according to plan.
Oh, good.
Sheltered in the womb.
But it's not done yet.
That voice.
Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
Stella.
What soul remains captured in that husk is buried deep down in the subconscious.
The horror. The horror.
Are you trying to say it won't work? That wasn't our agreement.
No, these are just stalling tactics.
You're a stalling tactic.
If we lend a hand,
Is the cameraman breathing heavily?
Yes.
never fear. Not
The circle will not be left unbroken.
Almost nothing. Unless we get the other half of the soul.
Do you think he's trying to do Brando?
We'll use a magical
I
spell.
don't know.
Feeling this child's pain.
It could be Marlon Brando. In the 90s, he was taking a lot of shitty projects.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I love this whole, like, half a soul thing. Like, we lost half the soul, but we're still okay. Did that say this is the dick of condominiums?
I somehow don't think that's what it said.
Pretty sure that's what it said.
Okay. Bugs on the wall. So this is an echo of Alessa's childhood bedroom.
Alright.
And if you look around, you can see kind of some of the things she was into as a child. And some of it sort of references the monsters you've been seeing. That's pretty obvious there.
Is it?
Yeah, because he has objects shaped like each of the divots in the plate or in the door.
Oh, I didn't even look at the divots in the plate. I just read what it said.
Ah. Discover Ouroboros.
Discover robbers. Okay, we put him there, and nothing seemed to happen.
It unlocks the door, but he decided to save before going
I
through.
see.
Which, lets you know.
Time saving there?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
You have to get a bath,
Do what Mommy tells you now.
or else half your soul will leave.
Just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all.
That's not creepy at all, Mommy.
I don't want to do it. It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too.
It's not convincing to a child.
Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just two of us. Please understand.
Just the two of us.
Yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong.
In the head.
Maybe I should kill you.
Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait.
There's no time to hesitate.
Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life.
Okay.
Takes two to tango there.
Done it all myself.
No, that's not usually how it works.
Mommy?
I mean, not completely unheard of, but not usually how it works. I mean, one here.
What a nice expositional scene I got to see there.
Yup.
Like somebody in a cage on the wall.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
I was shocked to realize that
Some people say what was lost can never be saved.
in spite of the lost soul returning last
Why, it's a good thing someone saved the cup.
longer, and all would have been for naught.
Not. Naughty.
It's
You and your half a
for
soul
that
bullshit.
man. We must be thankful.
That man. It is a fairly gynocentric
Tessa has been
town going on here, isn't it?
His little
Yeah?
soul has to go.
Got Dr. Kaufman and a bunch of ladies.
Pity.
And Marlon Brando.
Dr. K and the women.
Freeze!
We really have no idea who Marlon Brando is.
His name?
Yeah. That's why we have to play a guy, because we have to come in and fix everything. All you women folk fucking up the a town, losing half a soul.
What have you done to her?
What are you talking
I can't believe she's standing on that metal grating barefoot. That can't be comfortable.
Maybe she got some power from Alessa.
No mood for jokes.
Put the power in the god damn it, the sole of my feet.
That's absurd.
You're absurd. This whole court is absurd.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a
So I
long
believe the person in the wheelchair is Alessa's charged
years since that
body,
terrible day.
and then the child there is the one half of Alessa's spirit, and Cheryl's the other half.
Suffering a
I
fate
think, unless the one in the chair is Cheryl, but I don't think.
nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare,
All this to get a man?
waiting for the day to be born.
Is this Samael we're talking about, or?
Kinda.
He has finally come. The time is now.
Nay.
Everyone will be released from
Time is nay.
In case you're not catching it, part of this conversation is showing that she was lying when she was telling Harry, "What you've got to stop the mark of Samael," and like, nah, that's not what she actually wanted.
when we return to
Oh, okay.
true paradise.
She wants the mark of Samael all over the place.
Daughter will be the mother of God.
You'll
Oh
be
well, that sounds pleasant.
God's granny.
Okay, you have a good day. I'm just gonna go try to find Cheryl.
So 3 is a continuation of this story, and it gets really unpleasant in the whole birth motif.
Dun 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 dun.
Kaufman shot her?
Return things to how they were before.
Yep.
Kaufman.
I gotta get these drugs
Did I
delivered.
ask for this? Nobody uses me. You won't get away with this.
You already shot her.
It was over. We don't need you.
You're a man.
What do you think you could accomplish by coming here?
Well, I shot you. One thing I accomplished.
Cocky. Eh.
I'm the only one who's gonna be cocky. I'm the man here.
A glove it is. I thought I got rid of it.
What?
That's the liquid that we used on the cop earlier.
Ah,
There's a book in town you can read that talks about it.
You're easy.
a glophitis.
Stop it.
Princess
I
Leia.
like how nobody really seems to care that Harry's there.
Yeah. It's not the most efficient way to get that. I mean, if that's
Yeah,
Probably.
Kaufman's, he's in a hurry. He ain't got time for this shit. Okay.
oh, he threw it at the girl. I thought he was going to throw it at.
No, I mean, Dahlia's just human. This girl is maybe infected? I don't know. That's not Cheryl.
She's not infected with the parasite, but she is connected with the spiritual, kind of demonic thing that Alessis, that Dahlia is calling the god. This is not the effect Kaufman was looking for.
Right.
This is called an incubus for some reason, but he's clearly based on drawings of Baphomet. He/she, because it's ambigendered by design.
Alright, you giant flying horn thing. Where's Cheryl?
Well, kill for that tight waist. He's about to
I like
get
how Taro-san is just like, fuck moving. I'm just standing here and shooting him and using pills. That's all I need.
As an interesting thing, if you show up at this part of the game with 0 ammo, which is possible, they have sort of like an alternate way for the demon to die, so you're not screwed.
A little dance number. I'm twisting and shouting here. Yeah!
Shake it up,
Thank you,
baby,
Boston!
now.
Oh, God. Daddy, I was inside the demon all along. Even though the demon was inside that other person, and... Okay, look, Daddy, it's just not gonna make a lot of sense, okay?
She's a grown woman now, all combined together. So it was like 20 years ago that the original accident happened that burned the girl. But here, have another baby. This one also contains a fraction of my soul. Maybe. You don't know. But she's dressed like a giant jelly bean.
Man, I just keep getting handed babies I say I'll take care of. I don't know, this is kind of weird, but alright.
Kinda miss my daughter.
Chicks think single fathers are hot, right?
He doesn't get Cheryl back because she's technically doesn't exist.
Which was not really made
Right.
clear.
And it's really unclear who the baby is. I mean, in 3, she grows up to be a teenager named Heather, but it's still unclear what level of reality she has.
She is the key. Whoa, Lisa, you kind of went through the floor there a little.
She's taking out Kaufman. He's finally getting what he deserves. Some sort.
He's hoisted by his own petards.
Gotta watch out for those wacky petards.
It's like the only animation in which Emily's in the same shot with us, because it's like most of it she's just in her own little world in case you didn't save her,
Yeah,
I guess.
I think so. End credit music. Princess Leia burning to death.
Oh, that's less funny now.
Yeah.
Running with the shadows of the night, Samael burns to death behind. Lost in the Fog, a romantic melody available now on iTunes. Alright, so overall, that was much better than I thought it would be. This is, I think this is kind of a failed experiment because the game was actually really good, but hey, it's not like anybody's paying for this, so,
I think we can riff good stuff as well as bad stuff, but,
I think it's very difficult because it's easier just to kind of get wrapped up in the story. I think it suffered from a few problems. I'm not gonna say the look is bad because sometimes the look it was difficult to tell what was going on, but I think that's just because it's older and we're used to the cool new shit. It's certainly not Final Fantasy 15 with how it looks, but I think it suffered from the fact that without you here, I would have no goddamn clue what was going on at the end. The puzzles were annoying and not very they were either just like, hey, put this thing over here, or it required shooting a flashlight and then interpreting, blah 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 blah. And you just run around in the fog a hell of a lot. So except for the gameplay, the story, and the puzzles, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, and I think on first play where I didn't really know what was going on, it worked for me personally, because sometimes I like unresolved endings, and I like a little bit of leftover what the fuck is going on here. And most of that stuff has been teased out from other games and from just fans yakety-yakking over it, and a little bit of the makers of the game letting the information out. Aww, now it's daylight, and the baby's in a different blanket.
Here's that bit from the opening, which probably would be confusing
this is the fun part.
If you hadn't seen.
I've never seen a game do this before this. Outtakes.
I have seen that, but I can't remember where now.
I hate you. She has separate fingers.
Unlike Lisa. That seems fairly Cheryl Mason or a figment of somebody's imagination, whatever. It seems a very, Japanese thing to do, right? To kind of, at the end be oh, it's all just pretend, right? Yeah, Alessa's much older.
I like Dahlia through the whole series. She doesn't... I like these. I think they're great. Yeah, he definitely looks like a Baldwin.
Yeah. For sure, when he's... on some of these illustrations, he's very Baldwin-esque.
They do occasionally model their people after real actors. Maria from 2 is Christina Aguilera. I'm told.
Good plus.
Yeah, good plus.
Corniture 0?
Continues.
Oh, continues. God, this... I don't know why. It's really difficult for me to read.
kinda-
Your rank. 3, 4, 5, 9 stars.
Yeah, I wonder how many playthroughs he did before he got this one.
Jazzy music here. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the game, and we kind of talked about how we feel. I am hesitant to do more. Like, I would like to watch more, but I am hesitant to do more. So we'll leave it up to you guys. We'll kind of leave an open poll here, and I don't know, maybe 6 months or whatever after this is posted, we'll see if anybody has posted anything, see what the kind of thoughts are. You know, if people enjoy just kind of watching these with us, essentially, like it's just kind of hanging out and watching a long play with us, even if it isn't that amusing or whatever, if it is an enjoyable one, is that something that you guys would like to see more of? If so, let us know in the comments. If you hate the idea and everything that I stand for, let me know in the comments too. That's cool. Alright, so for now, this is Michael T. Bradley,
And Scix Maddix.
and we are...
You have been listening to Ice on Mars.